I've thought about this. I thought about this a lot, and I've had very many definitions over the course of my life, especially since I started calling myself a poet.
Kia ora koutou. Hello all and welcome to the Joe Blogs Poetry Podcast. A short and gentle exploration of the poetry found in the pockets of my friends. Humans have ever used language and their creativity to weave words into meaning, to weave this world into meaning. But there are many barriers to sharing those sparkling insights. The intention of this podcast is to collect poems from the people I've met, and make available a few of my own scribblings too.
My name's Anna. I think poetry is maybe combining the conscious with the subconscious, combining the visual with the written, and basically just trying to verbalize all that can be seen and all that's unseen in a way that somehow makes sense, or maybe doesn't make sense. I'd say it's an interesting form of expression.
I'm Tess, and I live in the caravan next door. Authentic expression. Ness was talking the other day about when emotions come out and it's like a tap. It can come out from nothing. It's like when Will and Brett had a fight about a paintbrush or something, and it's not about that at all. It's just the tap to let it out, and I think that's kind of what poetry can be. It's just a tap to let out whatever you'd like to express.
Kia ora, my name is Tamati. I first of all I go to a poetry lessons that we had at school when I was 10, where we were explicitly taught that poetry involves an A-B rhyming scheme. It certainly must rhyme, and that it goes da 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 da. And that's the correct way to do poetry. So when you say poetry, the first thing that pops in my mind is that kind of that idea, and then very quickly it's replaced with no rules at all. Sometimes the way leaves rustle in the wind on a tree, or the way pebbles on the seashore roll over the top of each other, is eloquently composed poetry.
My name is Tessa. Some people call me Zest. I guess poetry is about trying to get the essence of something. A feeling or a moment or a sensation, and conveying it in a way that echoes that sentiment. In any number of ways.
My name is Casey, or Cassandra. It's really speech, but kind of scrubbed back to the emotional, to the symbolic. Something about it just cuts you deeper than just regular talk, I suppose. My poetry for me personally isn't something that I spend a lot of time kind of contemplating over or trying to think up. It's just like something that kind of comes up naturally as I move throughout the world, sometimes more than others in my life. And it's just like when you get a certain timbre or rhythm of words in your head, I have to write that down. And once you do, it feels better.
Justin. Poetry is way of shaping words that creates something genuinely new in our experience, and opens up a whole new realm of possibility. Whereas what's adjacent to that is this flipping of what's been into the future, a sort of projection.
It's a bit like dream logic, like we were talking about earlier. It's kind of like random neuronic firing, opening up new creative possibilities.
Yes, except it's got this. It's more magic than that. It's a different paradigm from natural selection, from a billion random occurrences, and out of which sticks something that works a bit better in the environment. I mean, that's an interesting frame on it. But I think that, yeah, for me, poetry is a different frame, because it's not a billion randomly stuck together words that just so happens to sound a bit nicer in the context that you're in. So I don't think it works like that. I feel like there's more intentionality in it. There's a thread of something which is being made as you're pulling it out of a soup. It's like it's forming as you're pulling, but you're pulling for a reason, and you're pulling from something. I don't know. There's something about intention manifesting. Yeah.
My name is Asha. I think it means something where all of the words are in exactly the right place. You know? Like it's a very deliberate sequence without superfluous bits, and it's a kind of like process of exactly describing something. Maybe not that last bit, but something like that.
Kia ora, mo te whakarongo. Thank you for listening, and I hope you were sparked by the reflections of what poetry means to some of my friends. And in the next few episodes we'll meet these characters and hear their writings from their own mouths. Ka kite anō. See you soon.